This is the only new construction community near Ballantyne zoned for the new high school. And choosing the wrong location around here is something that you would feel every single day, because if you're relocating here to Charlotte, most people think that Charlotte is just one giant housing market, but in fact, it's dozens of smaller markets all stitched together. And this right here is exactly the kind of location people think is interchangeable, but it's not. We're out in Miller Farms in Pineville. We're just 2 minutes away from downtown Pineville, the Carolina Place Mall, and easy access to 485. So from a convenience standpoint, this place is hard to beat. But the real question is, does this community make sense for someone like you? Homes here, they start in the 500s, and there's 4 different floor plans available, and the amenities are simple but very usable. You're gonna have a pool, cabana, pickleball courts, a dog park, and a playground. Nothing over the top, but exactly what you would use. So in this video, we're gonna talk through these 2 gorgeous model homes. I'm gonna break down who it works for, but more importantly, who it doesn't, because the right buyer for this location, it's gonna be a huge win. But for the wrong one, this move could be one that you regret. So I want to show you first just the exterior of these homes, because they're absolutely stunning. Here's the Brockton. We're actually going to go into that one second, because I've got a special treat for us. The first house we're going to go into is called the Westport. Now, the model home that just opened, this one's been open about a month or 2. This one just recently opened, so you get an exclusive access in here. It's called the Westport. But what's really cool about this house is its design features and updates on it, because this one is actually configured to have 3 stories. So let me turn the camera around so you can get in here. So the Westport is a traditional Southern style home, absolutely stunning on the exterior. You got the hardy board white, huge front doors, really nice porch on the front side of the house. Gorgeous for just sitting outside on here. But wait until you see the insides of this house, because I want to call this one the jack of all trades house, because simply but it's got everything in this house. A lot of builders skimp out on some of the features, but not this one. So I'll show you what I mean here in a second. But just as you come in here, just look at this. Straight away, you've got this really grand entranceway, wide open home office. Down there, we've got the living space, which we'll get to. You've also got a seating area which could be set up as a formal dining room. And this is what I'm talking about with the jack of all trades, because you've got bonus rooms, loft, you've got extra space. I'm going to leave it for a surprise for you. But when you just see this, it's just gorgeous. So home office set up really nice, lovely floors. Just see how inviting this whole area is just when you check it out from this angle. Coming in from the front door, looks really nice. Everything's opened up, gorgeous space on here. So here's the home office, nice light fixture. You got a couple nice windows at the front, really nice. Floorboards are absolutely gorgeous here with this LVP style. Designer absolutely crushed it. So here you go. This is what I'm really talking about. This home office is just wide open. It just feels really, really connected to the rest of the house. And this here, when I first came in, I thought that this was going to be the formal dining room, but they've set it up as more of a kind of a seating area. And it works because it just kind of ties these 2 rooms right here together. Absolutely gorgeous. So look at the space and how wide this is. And even on this side, you've still got those double windows. But if you sneak over there, I'll show you here in a second, we'll get down there, but you've got a nice butler's pantry. Now there's gonna be a couple of different configuration options on the way, and I'll show you and talk you through them. So here's first the stairwell. We'll get to it. One of my favorites, as you know, wraparounds. I just don't like it when you see the stairs and the flight all the way to the top. But we'll talk a little bit more about this here in a second now. You've just got a powder room, very basic in here, just the commode, sink, perfect for what it does. But these wide entranceways still really carry on into this gorgeous, look at this, chef's kitchen, kitchen island, great finishes, absolutely huge living room, formal family room. And then you've got this dining area. And I kind of feel a little bit guilty calling it a dining area, because it's a little bit more than that. I'm kind of shortchanging it. It's almost like a formal dining room in the living space. They've done an absolutely incredible job. Fireplace, everything. Just look at the space. But let's just back up 1 second because I don't want to shortchange you. Under the stairs, lots of storage here. You've got the water heater. I'm not going down there, guys, but it wraps around over there. Plenty of space in here. Oh, it's got a can light in there as well. But let's start in the kitchen. Now, here's the first configuration that I've just been told about. So this kitchen island is going to get redesigned slightly. It's not going to be a big change, just a small tweak. The distance right here, they're going to make sure that there's going to be a little bit more space here between the kitchen island, which is going to be great. But on this side, there's plenty of space already, so I'm not sure how it's going to affect there. More to follow on here, but the actual flow feel is going to remain the same. It's just a really small tweak on here. So this kitchen island, you've got the nice quartz countertops, really nice finishes underneath. You've got that carpentry. You got 4 bar stools there, so it's plenty big enough. Nice pendulum lightings. You can pick all your own flavor in the design studio. So this is absolutely gorgeous. Now, when you come into the kitchen, just look at this. Love the designs that they've picked. It's almost that natural wood oak style, and the backsplashes just really makes this pop, ties everything together. So you've got this very unusual. I don't see that. Normally it's just white subway tiles, but they've gone above and beyond on this one. It really ties everything together. Kind of has that kind of farmyard kind of style. Really, really nice. Now, kitchen, so we got a microwave oven, double stack. You've got the 5 gas burner cooktop, dishwashers in the kitchen island, sink is in the island. Great. Now, before we get into the butler's pantry, here's one of the first features I'm going to show you about right up here, those stairs. So hold that thought. We're coming back. We're coming back, ladies and gents. Let's go in here and just check out this pantry, because if now that I've pointed it out, I can see why they've tweaked this. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't have noticed it too much if I hadn't been told. You got a nice double door pantry in here. Look at your viewpoint if you're hanging out here in the kitchen. It looks absolutely incredible. Beautifully designed house. This floor plan just works. And then in here you've got this nice butler's pantry. You know, got the old coffee, tea, cups. Maybe if you wanted to, you could refigure this a little bit. Drop a wine fridge in there if you wanted to go a little bit more that route. But you've got a continuation of the backsplash, cabinets, countertops. And then of course it wraps back around to this gorgeous sitting area, which you could use for a formal dining room. But again, why would you? Look at that home office. I just can't get over this space. Absolutely gorgeous area right over here. Now let's just flow back through, cut a couple of corners. We spent a little bit of time here on this dining room, but just to kind of give you an idea, what is that? 6, 8 seat chair. I mean, that's a big table. Nice fixture up there. Double windows, gives it that more grand feel to it. Let me know what you guys think about this. You got a nice double mirror, really makes this place pop. Love it. All right, so the living room. Now, what's unusual about this, you have this small section that the way the designer has laid it out, and it works. And in fact, this is probably the highest and best use for it. They've got like a small cabinet up here, maybe bookshelves. Got another piece of furniture, really nice. So it's kind of created this separate space away from the living room, but it doesn't take anything away from the living room. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at it. You could go ahead and drop a TV on the fire, above the fireplace, should I say. You got the double windows here, and you got a gorgeous sectional and a nice style of a coffee table, but still plenty of space for another chair if you needed it, and another piece of furniture in there. Now, before we go upstairs, I've got to show you something. This is an absolute gorgeous feature. Let me turn the camera around, guys. So don't let the blue sky fool you today, because it was really warm and then all of a sudden the temperature dropped. Now, you're not going to get a ton of backyard space on these. Some of the lots are a little bit more premium, so if the yard size is important to you, you really need to pick some of the premium lots available, but they're all going to have very nice usable space. So you've got this nice outdoor living area, but here's where it gets absolutely amazing, because there is 3 floors in this house. Wait until you get to the 3rd level on this house. But this bonus up here, and I'm just going to show you right now. So it's a standard 2-car garage. Now, as we're going up there, if this is your first time to the channel and we haven't met before, my name is Dean Hardy. I'm a local realtor here in Charlotte, one of the top producing agents in the top 5% of Charlotte, and I help people relocate here to Charlotte. So if you are thinking about making that move, I'm going to put my contact information right below on the screen. Call, text, email. Let's jump on a quick call and make that smooth move for you. And with that being said, we are at the top of the stairs. Absolutely gorgeous space. Look at this. Right above the garage. You got a dartboard up here. This is a complete man cave or she shed. Got a poker table. You got built-in bar up here. You got some floating shelves. And you've got a few... darn it. I thought I was going to have a nice beer first thing in the morning, but I guess I'm not. Foosball table. Plenty of space over here. And then if you wanted, you could have another TV over there. I think that's kind of how they imagine setting this up, but it doesn't feel gloomy. You've got a space heater up there, set at 68. Feels a little warmer than that. Double window, and this is the reason why it doesn't feel that gloomy. You've got plenty of windows. You've got the 2 behind me, the 2 in front, and then you've got those 3 small windows up here. So guys, let me know what you think about this. What would you use this space for? Poker table? Would this be a guy's room, girl's room? Let me know. Or maybe if you have teenagers, maybe this is the spot you could kind of kick them out the house for a little bit so they can have a little spot for themselves. But I will pre-warn you that when we go upstairs, there's 2 more surprises I've got for you. So as we're going back up the stairs, I'll tell you a little bit about the square footage in this, because the Westport, you can have just a standard 2-story, or you can bump out that 3rd option. And I'm gonna let you know about some tweaks that are in the works actually as we speak. But if you want the 3-story, it's gonna be between 3,600 square feet. So it's a pretty darn big house. And you have all this square footage. And of course, soon as you come up, you're coming up into an open loft area. So this is another spot you could have that additional living space. Look at this, really nice. And I like how they've done the stairs. They've kind of kept them all up. That's going to be up to the 3rd story right there. Doesn't feel like a hotel. It doesn't feel like faulty towers. You just keep walking upstairs. They've done a really good job with the design. So you could put a TV up there if you wanted. You got the couch, everything looks good. There is a transition now on the flooring. You have carpet right here. You got the laundry room. Not too big. That's probably the only knock on this. It does transition to a nice tiled flooring, but it's not a huge laundry room, but it does its job. Now over here is the primary owner suite, which is gorgeous. We'll get to that. And on the back side of this wall, just look at how big this space is right here. Right over here is really wide. It doesn't feel dingy at all. And they've got some desks. I'm going to call them homework stations. Looks great. Great spot. All right, so we'll get to the primary owner suite in a little bit. We'll circle back here to the 1st bedroom. Now, all the bedrooms in this floor plan are on either the 2nd or the 3rd floor, depending on the configurations. This is side bedroom. You've got the built-in closet, which is nice. Right over here, you got your double windows. So I could just see, if you have a growing family and you need that extra space, but not necessarily need all bedrooms all the time, this floor plan ticks a lot of boxes. You've got that loft area above the garage. You've got the loft area here on the 2nd floor. And there's a surprise. I'm going to take you up to the 3rd floor in a second. And then here are the remaining 2 bedrooms. So right here and right here. And then they share this bathroom, which is a double vanity, same cabinets, looks like slightly different countertops in this upgrade. You got the bath shower combo, tiled all the way to the ceiling, and of course the commode. So it's a decent size, pretty big size. Really love the coloring that they've picked. Now I'll go in this bedroom first because this one's slightly different. Now it does feel a little bit smaller, this one, than the second bedroom that we're going to go into, but not much, but it has pretty much everything you're going to need. This just looks like a regular queen size bed, just as a point of reference, just to give you an idea on how big the room is. Double windows, nice tall ceilings here, and you do have a fairly small but walk-in closet, so it's nice coming in. It does wrap around slightly, good size, so you could put a dresser in there as well if you wanted to be really efficient with the space, but there is spot for it right here. So guys, let me know what you think about this floor plan so far. I'm really enjoying it. All right, so the final bedroom on the 2nd floor, we're gonna come in. This one feels bigger. I think it's the way that the room is configured up here, but it definitely feels bigger on this one. Just slightly, it's not overly big, but it's a good size. Bed, dresser in here, and here's kind of the money shot, if I can get the door open. All right, so we do have a big walk-in closet, really nice size, as you can see. Plus, nice bonus, it's got a nice little window in here. Doesn't seem nice and gloomy. Absolutely great. Now let's go upstairs and kind of double back, but here's kind of the vantage point. So loft, primary we'll get to, bedroom number 1, bathroom, bedroom number 2, bedroom number 3, and then finally let's get upstairs before we circle back and see the primary. Now you're probably going to miss out seeing some of this, but just look how big these ceilings are. Really good job. They've got the window here on the 3rd floor, so when it opens up, here it is. Now before we get up there, I do want to pre-warn you that the sales rep just told me they're going to make some tweaks to this, but this is going to give you a good enough idea on what roughly they're going to do with this. This was kind of a prototype, as I always explained, but there is going to be some tweaks, but the theme is going to be the same. You're going to be able to get a 3rd story bonus room, closet, bathroom, and full bedroom. But the tweaks might make it look slightly different, but this is going to give you enough idea just to kind of picture what this set is. So this could be set up as a home theater room, movie room. You got some more fun stations, shuffleboard. You got some storage over here, some additional upstairs storage, which is key, so you're not going up and down ladders all the time to pull your stuff. And there's another storage on this side. And if you do want to use the attic space, it's right there. So you have a pull down attic. Nice quick pro tip that I always tell people to do: if you do the 3rd floor on any builder, I would also always encourage you to upgrade on the carpet pad. If you go the carpet route, it eliminates quite a bit of the noise when someone's up here. But, you know, absolutely gorgeous. Did I show you this? I think I just walked right past it. Look at this, really nice. Such a great floor plan. And then I like these tiles. They look kind of cool. Countertops, cabinets, and then up here you've just got your standard bathtub shower combo. If you don't make the upgrades, this is what they look like. So they are fairly basic. They always look better to tile out. And I always encourage people, if you want to spend the money in the design studio center, which we do have incentives right now, so I'll tell you about them in a second, bathrooms and kitchens are always places that tend to get your money back. So I like this room. My kind of room, it's a soccer room. So we got some, what do we got? Charlotte FC. There we go. Now this room doesn't have a walk-in closet. It's got a built-in. So this would be perfect if you do need that extra bedroom, the fifth bedroom, or if you have a lot of people that come in out of town and they stay extendedly. So my family still lives in England. So when they come and visit us, this is kind of perfect situation for us because they don't always hang around with me. I mean, it's nice to see them, but after about 2 or 3 days, they're probably ready to get back on that flight to England. And here you would have that space that they could do their own thing, and not everyone's living on top of each other all the time, which is really good. Now I've got one more room to show you before we go to the Brockton. Now the Brockton is going to be the most affordable out of the two. There's 4 floor plans that are available in this community now. They're all equally gorgeous, but they're very, very different. So depending on what you're looking for, it can change your decision. And here is the primary owner's suite. Really nice size. It's not ginormous. It is missing a tray ceiling up here. I don't know if that's something you can do. That's one thing I noticed. Nice light fixture though. Really nice backsplash. That's not backsplash, Dean. That's wallpaper. It looks good. Yeah, it's wallpaper. No, it's not. I take that back. It's not wallpaper, or it doesn't look like it's wallpaper. You know what? I think it is wallpaper. Kind of confused myself. It looked like they painted that on, but I think it's wallpaper. But now you got a king size bed. You could absolutely go bigger if you wanted to do the California king. And what's nice with this is plenty of space either side, and the headboard doesn't block out any windows because you've got these 3 transient windows, but you've still got 2 full windows on this side. Piece of furniture. Looks like the wife has been shopping in at Tiffany's. Really nice. So we got a chair, and here's the bathroom. So this one feels a little bit tight coming in. It's actually a good size, but it just feels a little bit narrow when you first come in. It's kind of set up kind of long and narrow. Plenty big enough, just the way when you feel when you come in. Now there's a linen closet, which I'm not going to open, but it's right here. You've got the walk-in, let's just go in right here. So this is a little bit smaller as far as a closet. It's not a huge closet. Look at this. I thought it might actually be a bit bigger, but this is not a huge closet in here. And then you've got the commode on this side, but this is really nice. I really like this shower. See, it looks like you've got the custom cut glass shower door. You've got the bench, tiles. You've got the transient window right up here, goes all the way to the ceiling. And this is really nice, the space in here. I guess this is my only complaint about this floor plan, and let me know what you think, because some people this might work for, some people it won't. If you like these big luxurious bathrooms, ensuite kind of resort style, this might not be the floor plan here for you. But if that's not a priority for you and you like the space, the alternatives, the formal dining room, the lofts, the bonus rooms, the 3rd story, that space upon the garage, you got to weigh the pros and the cons. But this is a smaller bathroom, as you can see, and it's a slightly smaller closet. So again, depending on your lifestyle, what you're actually looking for, this may or may not work for you. So let's go ahead and run next door, because I want to get you inside this second model. Now, before we jump into the Brockton, let's talk pricing on this gorgeous Westport. So it starts in the mid 500s. Now, if you want to go ahead and get that 3rd floor and get it upgraded, very similar to what we see right here, you're going to be in the high 600s, very low 700s. So as far as the square footage goes, it's an absolutely ginormous house. But what really surprised me is when I first came into this, it doesn't look overly big. It doesn't look boxy. It doesn't look like your traditional cookie cutter houses. And that's because of the builder here, DRV Homes, does such an amazing job on this. So now let's go ahead and check out this Brockton. So coming through here, this one has more of that southern style. Now I love the color on this. I like how that the 2 colors just pop with the dark blue, maybe even gray. And then you've got the White House over here. So this is how it pops, but you've got that double balcony up here, which is very southern. It's very kind of common here in the South, and people do gravitate towards it. When in Rome. All right, let's go ahead and check this one out. This one has a similar size front porch, as you can see. Very nice. Sitting out here, watching all the workers work very hard while we're out having fun showing homes. Look at the front door, it's massive. It's a really big front door. Really makes it feel grand. Now you'll notice this floor plan is very different. So when you're coming in, you've got a dining area. You've got the kitchen and the living room over on this side. Now with this floor plan, you can of course do the garage with the second level bump out. This one doesn't have it, so we're not gonna go obviously spend too much time outdoors. But here is coming in. Now, let me know what you think. I'm gonna be a little bit more critical. When I first come in, the first thing that I kind of gravitated towards was this structural support beam on there, which is, to me, it kind of separates this area right over here, this dining room. You have this structural support in here, so we understand what's needed, but it kind of just chops this whole section up a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but that's kind of what I first kind of gravitated towards. You've got these beautiful open points. I'm not sure if that's the right word. It just opens really nice, and then you've got this beam in the way. All right, well, I'm not going to keep harping on it. Let's keep moving. Now, one thing that this house has that the others doesn't is a downstairs bedroom, which is really nice. So transitioning now from the LVP to the carpet, decent size. It's very standard as far as sizing goes for a main level that's the non-primary. So it's a guest suite. If you did need the additional bedroom, of course, that's an option for you. You got 3 transient windows, and you got the double window over here. So very, very nice. It's not a walk-in, it's a built-in. Again, for an in-law suite or something like that, it's perfect. Now the downstairs bathroom is really nice because it's a full bathroom. Only a single sink, which is fine. Commode and a shower. They've upgraded the showers, you can see, with the custom cut glass, tiles all the way to the ceiling. It's fairly small, but it's, you know, it's a good size just for a single bathroom. And then you've got a linen closet right coming out of here, and then coming back around, you've got the stairs, same kind of situation. Wrap around, and you've got the double height ceilings as you're walking up the stairs. And in here, it looks like the exact same storage, water heaters under the stairs. But let's unpack this kitchen, and we'll kind of go from there. So you got a kitchen island. It doesn't kind of sit quite as deep as the Westport, but still plenty big enough. And I do like these things. They've been in style for such a long time, and they don't seem to be going out of style. People still love them. Standard white shaky cabinets with the gold pulls on this. Difference in the kitchen now, obviously the backsplash and all the pallets are different, but one thing you're gonna notice is you've got the slide-in gas oven versus the cooktop, and you've also got the microwave above the oven, not the double stack or the single stack oven microwave combos we saw in the last Westport in here. But plenty, you know, plenty of space, plenty big enough like this. Here's gonna be your vantage point from the house. So you're gonna be able to hang around here in the kitchen, do some entertaining. You do have that dining area right there, and that's the only spot. There's no formal or dining area / dining room, should I say. But it's plenty big enough, nice size. And then you've got the corner pantry, which is nice. It's not huge, plenty big enough. Oh, looks like a fake birthday cake. And coming into the living room, nice size. It's not overly big. You could put the TV on the wall over here above the fire, which is nice. Or you could go ahead and put it on this wall and do a rearranging of the furniture, which also work. But this living room, I noticed, has the same kind of little section over here where you could go ahead and put a piece of furniture, maybe a bookcase like the other one did. It's not quite as big, but it has that same feel. if that makes sense. But I really like this just in general. Got the can light in. We'll have a quick look outside just so you can see kind of the lot sizes. As you can see, you got a nice little table. You could screen this covered porch area in. Really nice. Coming around, you got the hardy board, and you got your own private backyard. So just to kind of give you an idea on exactly how big these lots are. It's not going to be a place that you could probably drop a pool, but with the amenities that are coming to this place, it's probably not something that you would necessarily want to do. Anyway, lots of construction noise going on right now. Let's get inside. And it's as cold as you like. All right, we're going to be brave and courageous. We're going up. We're going up these stairs. So here we go. There's this grand entranceway. It looks really nice. Got some nice wallpaper. You got the double stack window. You've got the wood flooring. It looks like that there's stain to match. And here's this spot. Now, we're going to unpack this last. I'm going to break my own rules. Because there's something in this room that just, even though it's not a huge loft area, as you see, there's something in it that just really makes this special. We're actually going to do this bedroom first. So bedroom number 2. Decent size. It's very similar to the size of the guest suite. Just a queen bed, it looks like. And then you've got the built-in wardrobe. Piece of furniture, so you got plenty of space. Then we're going to mosey on over. You know what? Let's do the primary now. I think I skipped past the laundry room. Again, this is not a huge laundry room. Kind of on par with the last one, which I am okay with that. Don't waste space in the laundry room. Just get your washer dry, maybe a sink, and you're good to go. Now, this one is different. This one actually feels just as big as the last house. A couple things you're going to notice. You're going to have the tray ceiling up here. You're still going to have these 3 windows right on this side. You have a little station over there that you could put. They put a desk, but it could be, you know, another dresser or makeup station. It would definitely work. And then the dresser on that side. Nice carpet. Decent size. Interesting headboard. Quite like it. Definitely get a bigger bed though if you wanted. If you wanted that California King, you'd have absolutely no problem in this without making it look too big. Now this bathroom, similar style. You've got the long and narrow kind of format going on. Changing tile. You've got different countertops here. You've got the white shakers, which is nice. But you do have the dual vanities and the gold faucets. Nice. And you've got the private commode with the door. Shut that for privacy. And then coming on, you've got a very similar shower. The only difference really, you can see the drywall here. It's tiled on the other side. But as far as the size goes, it looks almost identical. Got a window in the bathroom, so you'll definitely need some kind of shade. And then, what do we got up here? Tile, custom cut. I do like these gold pulls though, and the hinges makes it look real good. And I believe this is gonna be a linen. And then we got a walk-in closet. Let me know how you feel about this, guys. In my humble opinion, the closet size in both of these floor plans that we're touring today in the primary owner suite do seem a little bit small, but that's just my opinion. Drop a comment below, agree with me, disagree with me. I'm a big boy, I can take it. We'll go into the final bedroom, which is off the loft area. Nice size. I like how this one kind of sits at an angle at the front coming into it, but you just got a decent sized bed, piece of furniture's in here, double windows at the front, which are always important because you get lots of natural light. And then you've got the walk-in right over here, which is nice, like it. And then you've got the loft area. Now the loft area is a modest size. It's plenty big enough. You could put a couch, sectional TV. They've got it set up as home workstations, which works as well. So if you do work from home, this would be a good spot to maybe have your office. But here is the thing that I really like, and you don't always see this, and when you do, it's a different format. So I'll explain here in a second, but right off the front, you're gonna have a double balcony. So you have that second level, and it's really nice. It doesn't skimp out on the size at all. You got the wooded floors up here, but it's very, very wide. So you could easily get some really big and chunky furniture and make this more usable than the way it's been staged right now. Now I say this because of one specific reason. A lot of builders, when they do these balconies on the second floor, they'll put them off the primary owner's suite or some other second or maybe even a third bedroom up there, which is nice, and it seems to fit a lot of floor plans, but not all of the time are they usable, because we had a double porch on our house maybe 2-3 houses ago, and we really didn't use it, even though it was a great space, because it was off one of the kids' bedrooms, and the kids at the time were young, so we didn't want to go through their bedrooms, you know, in the night or in the evenings once we put them to bed. But this kind of breaks the rules. You've got it off the loft area, which is kind of like the public place. So it's very nice. You could easily just use that. It's very usable. And I don't think I showed the bathroom. If I did, sorry, you're seeing it twice. If I didn't, here's the bathroom. Commode. You've just got your bed, bath, shower combo on this one. Now, one of the most important things when you're looking in communities like this is the lifestyle that the house brings. The lifestyle is offered through its location, but also you want to know about the pricing. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. So I bought a client here to Miller Farms recently, and they ended up going with this floor plan, even though it wasn't quite the square footage that they were looking for when they saw the other floor plans, because of one particular reason. They really wanted a bedroom on the main level. It didn't have to be the primary owner suite, so it really ticked their lifestyle. So depending on what you're looking for, if you have a large growing family, it might make more sense to go ahead with more square footage and get that third level bump out to you. Or you could do something like this in this floor plans, kind of in the square footage range. And then you could go ahead and opt to do the additional room above the garage. That would make a whole lot of sense as well, especially if you had teenagers. So depending on where you are in life, this house, this community serves a lot of purposes. Now this floor plan, this one starts in the low 500s, right around 525. So as far as price point goes, once you've had some really nice lot picked out and some of the updates you do, you kind of be getting closer to that 600, that 580 to 600 price point. But for this location, it's easy access to Pineville, downtown Pineville. You got the mall right around your doorstep. And more importantly, this is the only new community right now, if schools are of course important to you, that's zoned for the new high school in Ballantyne. So what does that mean for you? You can get the Ballantyne school district without paying the Ballantyne prices, which are absolutely huge. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I'm going to put my contact information right below again. If you are thinking about making a move here to the Charlotte area, regardless of the suburb, go ahead and reach out to me. I specialize in helping people relocate to the area. Call, text, or you can just shoot me a quick email. I'm also going to put a video link on the screen right now. If you're looking to explore some different properties in some different sides of town, some unique communities, that's going to be your next stop. And until the next video, I'll see you around town, and God bless.